Nothing beats a good sequel, eh? It's like Home Alone 2.
Nothing. Decord can't get it. Cole Caufield wins it.
Cole Caufield, buddy. Future Hall of Famer. I don't care how early I'm going to say it, but I just said it. Cole Caufield has officially broken the Canadiens' all-time overtime goals record with 11 most overtime goals in franchise history. And the amount of games it took him to do in, much less. Mind you, yes, 3-on-3 is a lot easier to score an overtime goal, but Cole Caufield, folks, let me tell you, made for it. They're going to have to come up with a Cole Caufield rule. That's what it's coming down to. Like, it's getting silly out there. All right, so this game ended on a very high note, especially that it was Cole and him breaking this record. That being said, though, the Canadiens did surrender a 3-goal lead in the third period, which is absolutely not ideal. However, from the outset, the first and second period from the Canadiens, I thought were very, very good. In all three zones now, you're seeing, and especially as I saw mentioned on Twitter from during the game, the Canadiens are playing much better and not getting hemmed in their own zone, and they're playing much better detailed hockey in all three zones. First half, Slaf, is he here or what? He scores his 5th goal on the power play on just a beautiful play. A beautiful pass from Cole Caufield. It was a bit of a tic-tac-toe play there, and just great to see Slafkovsky having a great start. This is exactly the start that Jeff Gorton and Kent Hughes talked about him having, and he's having it. It was Suzuki to Caufield to Slafkovsky on that goal. He's right in the slot there, and that's exactly where you want Slav to be. This guy's a net front presence, but he can shoot, he can score. He had several other chances in this game also. And again, he's winning his puck battles. You saw the play where he had a chance to set up Nick Suzuki. He did set up Nick Suzuki, only he hit the post in the second period because Slav is winning his puck battles first and foremost, using his size effectively. And that's how this guy is helping to have a great start this season. Yes, he's producing on the scoreboard, but I think he's realizing how dominant he can be. Before Cole even dazzled us with his overtime winner, he scored the opening goal of this game and a great play from Nick Suzuki and Noah Dobson. And Nick Suzuki, ladies and gentlemen, is the current point streak leader in the NHL. He's got the longest point streak currently in the NHL with 10 points. El Capitan, bebe. Nick Suzuki's there. Nick Suzuki's there. Okay, anyway, but this guy is helping lead the way, Nick Suzuki, in a lot of ways. Defensively, I just love his play also. I just love the way he plays in general, but just, again, the details from all Canadians, but Nick Suzuki really is, again, helping to lead this team. Cerebral player that does so many things well. Alex New Hook put the Canadiens up 3-0 in the third period, and I was about to get mad at Kirby Dach, actually, because the Canadiens were on a power play, and I thought that Kirby was about to lose the puck. He almost did. There was a sequence where Lane Hudson almost coughed up the puck later in the game, but in the end, Kirby Dach got the puck over to Alex New Hook, and Alex New Hook actually said, that works. Kirby kind of just swiped it towards, I don't know if he was trying to get it right on the tape of New Hook, but that's what he did, and New Hook buried it 5-hole. That was a beautiful goal from New Hook, who, again, quietly having a great start to this season. Noah Dobson also factoring in on his second assist of this game. Noah Dobson, again, just loving the steady play of him. He just keeps things so calm and tight down there. So, Islanders fans, I just want to thank you once again. Anything fans were saying about this guy defensively, not seeing it. He's playing well. I've been happy so far. No complaints. Except for that one cough up in that one game. We don't have to talk about that. So Brandon Montour of the Seattle Kraken, he got the Kraken to work. He got them on the board with his first goal, which was a power play goal. And he helped the Kraken begin this comeback and actually scored the tying goal also. Could have had a hat trick, but if it weren't for Shane Wright being selfish and taking the second goal. That was a nice shot from Shane Wright. Anytime Wright does anything against us, I mean, it's just a storyline with Slafkovsky versus Wright, although Shane Wright went fourth, Slav went first. And as you guys all know, that's exactly what I said should have happened the entire time. Is it a crazy thought to think that Cole Caufield has the best hands in the NHL? Okay, Connor McDavid's pretty good, but I mean, when it comes to just pure stick handling, I've watched Cole Caufield warm up right in front of me with my nephew. Shout out, Carter. Love you, buddy. And I got to say, just one of the fastest, most silky smooth set of hands I've ever seen in person, and I'm talking right in front of me. Some penalties I still didn't like in this game. There was a weak slash on Bolduc. I just felt like it was weak. I saw the replay. Maybe I saw the wrong replay. I don't think I did, but it looked like a weak slash on Bolduc early in the game. Thankfully, the Canadiens killed it off. It doesn't get highlighted enough because Jake Evans is not necessarily a glory seeker, or he's not Cole Caufield, not Nick Suzuki, not Slafkovsky, not Demidov. But I mean, this guy, Jake Evans, is just so valuable to the team, and I just love, again, the way he plays. I love the way that line is playing together, and if they stick together all season, it's going to work because they're generating more offensively, but just so responsible defensively. I just love the way that they're playing. Struble had a nice hit near the end of the second period. I don't know if you guys saw that one. It was right on the bench side, but a nice hit from Jaden Struble. He deserves a shout out for that, and he's also playing well too. So there was the roughing call by Kirby Dach on Myers, and I'm like, I thought if anything it was a questionable hit, but I felt like Myers put himself in a vulnerable position. That's my gut instinct, and I've been wrong before, and I'll be wrong again. But it just seemed like with Kirby Dach coming in and Myers, I think seeing him coming, I don't know how this was called a rough, first of all, but I just thought Myers put himself in a vulnerable position. Kirby Dach can relate. I liked how Arbor Jacki was able to jump in and help defend Kirby Dach. And again, it was weird that Kirby got called for a rough on that play. Thankfully on that play, which makes me think that Myers did put himself in a vulnerable position because Dach got called for a rough and then Neiman got called for a rough and it ended up being a 4-on-4. So therefore the hit by Kirby Dach wasn't the penalty. He's done it many times before, and Lord keep Dach healthy. He's been good so far. He's been getting better. That line with Veleno and Bolduc has been getting better. You definitely want more out of Joe Veleno, guys. I know what you're seeing out there when it comes to Veleno. I certainly do too. I like the way he skates. He hustles. He's not getting a ton of chances, but I think that line staying together, it's coming. And Kirby Dach and Bolduc, one of you mentioned the chemistry's coming. It's there. It's getting better overall. It was also just nice to see the Canadiens actually go 2 for 2 on the power play. We knew that this power play needed to be better, and the fact that we got a goal from our second power play unit with New Hook getting that goal, that was an encouraging sign. The Canadiens also won 30 faceoffs to Seattle's 19, so also an encouraging sign there too because they're just so important. I mentioned the value of Jake Evans. He won 70% of his faceoffs in this game. Oliver Kapanen had 3 faceoffs. He won all 3. Alex Newhook went 50%. He only had 2 faceoffs though. Nick Suzuki with a respectable 56.3% in the faceoff dot, winning 9. And this is where Joe Veleno does deserve some credit, and that is he won 7 faceoffs, 77.8% in the faceoff dot for Joe Veleno's faceoff specialist, Joe Veleno. If you guys remember my Veleno signing video, I said he was a faceoff specialist. I got ripped for that because he was around 46% for his NHL career. And either way, this game made him look good. That's all I got, guys. Future Hall of Famer Cole Caufield doing it again. His 11th career overtime winner, his 3rd overtime winner already this season. And the Canadiens have only played 11 games. Thank you to Cole Caufield because you are fun. You are awesome, especially in the 3-on-3, but even 5-on-5, the Nick, Slav, and Cole line, again, generating so much all the time. Defensively, offensively responsible. They are leading the way for the Canadiens. Kapanen and Demidov had a 2-on-1. I meant to mention this. That got broken up by Montour, and I just wanted to throw that in there because Demidov and Kapanen and, New Hook maybe had a quiet night, and New Hook did not have a quiet night, but from an overall standpoint, usually they make a bit more noise. So thank you guys for watching. Click like and subscribe. God bless. The Canadiens are in first place and remain there in the Atlantic Division. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Ciao.